Said I wasn't salty, I'd be lying. G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I'm going to go through how I went in round 20. Yep. And then I will give you my round 21 tips. Only 7 more rounds to go. That is insane. Guys, if you are new to the channel or you're not subscribed yet, please hit that like button, hit that sub button. It really helps the growth of the channel, and we can't do it without your legendary help. All right, so started off the week really well. Raiders, Warriors, backed in the Raiders here in Canberra. Thought they'd be too good there. Backed them in by 4. They won by 2. So I was pretty close with that margin, but yeah, pretty close game to be fair. Like I thought any team could have won this if the Warriors actually kicked straight. They win this game. So yeah, credit to the Raiders though. They got the job done. They got the 2 points. That's all that's needed. They move on. Next game, my Rabbitohs took on the West Tigers at Gosford. Look, I thought the Rabbitohs would get the job done. 13 plus was not the prettiest game to watch as a Rabbitohs supporter, but at the end of the day, like the Raiders, you get those 2 points, you run with it. You love to see it. So we move on, and that's another tip right. All right, next up, I backed in the Broncos at McDonald Jones Stadium. A lot of people, like a lot of my mates said to me, like, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Like, the Broncos are in a bit of a slump against Newcastle at home. Tough, that's a tough ask. But no, I thought the Broncos would get this job done. They needed to win this game, as did the Knights, to be fair. But the Broncos, I feel like they needed it more. And they were hungry, man. They got the job done. Reece Walsh, what a game back from Origin too. All right, next up, Storm against the Roosters. Look, Melbourne are just sort of going under the radar. I know they're sitting first, but like nobody's really talking about them. They're talking about the Panthers, the Roosters, teams like that. Nobody's really talking about the Storm. I think they can do some damage in this competition. I really do. For the Roosters, pretty disappointing result, to be fair. They struggle against top 4 sides, so we'll see what happens from it. But, yeah, Storm, way too good there, and another tip right. All right, Sunday ticket, backed in the Panthers over the Dolphins in this one. Panthers rested all their Origin stars, and, hey, man, they got the job done. Nathan Cleary coming in clutch with a 2-point field goal to win the game for the Panthers. Man, I'll tell you what a cracking game this was. Shout out to the Panthers. Shout out to Nathan Cleary. He wanted to make sure people knew that he wasn't happy about Mitch Moses stealing his jersey. All right, next up, we got Manly against the Titans. I thought Manly would get the job done. Did not think they'd win it by 30 points. But Turbo is just very similar to the 2021 form of Tom Trbojevic. Came back from injury, absolutely killed it, and he's doing something very similar this season. He had a good game last week. Even better game this week, man. He's just looking more confident every single game. So if you can't tell, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right. 6 from 6 so far. I backed the Bulldogs to beat the Cowboys. I know it's in North Queensland, but I really thought the Dogs would get the win here. I really, really did. Not too much to talk on here. Cowboys, no, I actually didn't think either side played all that well, to be fair. There's a few errors, a few missed tackles. Like, I thought discipline was a bit poor in this game. But, yeah, maybe it's just because I'm salty that the bloody Cowboys won this one. Stole it from the Bulldogs late in the game. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Cowboys deserved it. They wanted it more. And Cowboys and Manly, man, they're another 2 teams that are sort of sneaking up under the radar as well, so credit to them. All right, so that was my round 20 tips. Let's go through round 21 now. All right, here we go. So we start off with no Thursday night games again. That kind of sucked. I love Thursday night footy, but we've got the Warriors against the Tigers, Go Media Stadium. Look, Warriors, they play really well against the Tigers regardless of where they play at. The Warriors have won 6 of the last 7 games. That is 6 in a row as well. The last time the Tigers beat the Warriors was round 2 in 2019. So, look, I think the Warriors, they're a better team than the Tigers. It's as simple as that. I think they get the job done here. And I reckon it'll only be about a 10-point win. Why is it not letting me do 10 points? There we go. I think it'll only be about a 10-point win. I think that the Tigers will keep it relatively close, to be fair. But I do think the Warriors will be too good in this one. All right, next up we've got Parramatta Eels against the Melbourne Storm. Eels are actually not too bad against the Storm. They have won 5 of their last 9 games against Melbourne. However, Melbourne have won their last 3 games against Parramatta. The last 2 games they actually won by 32 points and 30 points as well. So pretty crazy stuff there. If we look at how I'm pretty sure Parramatta have a decent record, like overall against Storm. No, Storm actually. I'll take that back. Sorry, Storm have a much better record. Storm actually have a 50% win percentage at CommBank, and the Eels have obviously 62% because it is their home stadium. But look, I can't go past Melbourne. Eels are in a rut. They got no Mitch Moses. I think Storm win this one and win it really well, to be fair. All right, next up, we've got the Broncos against the Bulldogs. This one is at Suncorp Stadium. Now, the Bulldogs only win 27% of games at Suncorp. They're playing much better this year. The Doggies, their defense is incredible. But the Broncos, they've won the last 5 games against the Dogs. Man, it's tough, eh? I think I'm going to back in the Broncos here. Mainly because of their recent record against the Bulldogs. And, Reynolds back, the calmness he brings to the team just helps them a lot, in my opinion. So I think the Broncos get the job done there. Don't want to admit that, but I think they do. All right, Cowboys against the Sharks. Now, look at this. So, the Sharks have won 35 games against the Cowboys. Cowboys have won 18. They played 53. Sharkies have a... Where are they? Sharks have a 100% win rate at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. A 100% win rate. That is incredible. Wow. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, Sharkies have won the last 9 games against the Cowboys. I don't know. That just... Sharks don't lose up in North Queensland. Do I think they continue that? I genuinely don't know. I think this Cowboys team have got what it takes to win this game. I do believe that, but I can't go past history, man. I can't go past history. I'm backing in Cronulla here. Probably the wrong choice, but I'm going... Stats don't lie, man. Stats don't lie. All right, next up, we've got the Roosters against the Sea Eagles. This one's at Allianz Stadium. In the last 8 games, Roosters have won 5. Manly, obviously, 3. Roosters obviously have a good record here. They've won 64% of games. But Manly isn't too bad either with 53% as well. Manly have actually won, they've met 41 times. Manly have won 22 out of, that's in the, since 1998. So Manly, they turn up against the Roosters, but I think the Roosters are going to be really annoyed about that loss to the Storm. I think they win this game. I think we get a bounce back game here for the Roosters. Yeah, Turbo's on fire. I get that. But I really do think Roosters bounce back in this one, unfortunately. I'm backing in the Roosters. All right, next up, we've got the Dragons against the Panthers. Dragons actually won earlier this year, but it was during State of Origin. Panthers will welcome back all their Origin stars. Prior to that loss to the Dragons this year, Panthers had won 5 in a row before that since 2019. Let me have a look at the win percentage at Wynn Stadium. So Dragons obviously 61%. Panthers struggle at this venue, only 22% win rate there, so not great. And the Dragons have actually won 21 games since 1998. Panthers, I think it was 18 games, so the Dragons slightly better. Look, man, Nathan Cleary, I think he's going to be on a rampage. So I've got to back in the Panthers here. But I do think that game definitely could go either way. All right, next up, we've got the Dolphins against the Titans. It's going to be an interesting one. I really do think this will be a very tight game. Dolphins have won all 3 games they've played against the Titans. This one is at Suncorp Stadium. So Dolphins win percentage at Suncorp is 47%. Titans is 36%, so both not great. Yeah, Dolphins they've won every game they've played against the Titans. Titans normally do keep it close outside of that round 4 game this year, but that was a different Titans team. Dolphins are fighting for that 8. I think Titans season's pretty much over. I do think this is a game the Titans can win, and I do think it'll be a close one, but I am going to back the Dolphins. I am going to back the Dolphins here at Suncorp. I think they will just get over. Just. It's going to be a very, very tight game. Right, next up, we've got the Rabbitohs against the Raiders. This one is in Canberra. So the Rabbitohs have struggled in the last 5 meetings. Raiders have won 3 of their last 5 against the Rabbitohs. At GIO Stadium in Canberra, it's actually pretty close. Raiders' win percentage is 58% at home. The Rabbitohs have won 50% of games against Canberra there, though, so it's not too bad. Since 1998, they've played 32 games, Raiders winning 18, Rabbitohs winning 14. Now, look, it's pretty obvious I am backing in my Rabbitohs. Look, last week against the Dolphins, both teams scored 6 tries. It was just our kicks that let us down. I do think we can beat the Raiders. This is Jack Whiten's game against Canberra, and I do think first game against the Raiders, and I do believe that it's Keon's 200th. If it's not this week, it's next week, I think. But I think the Rabbitohs will definitely step up in this one. I'm backing my boys in 100%. All right. As you know, I go over my tip, my margin, and my anytime try scorer. So Warriors 1-12 over the Tigers. I'm going Roger anytime. Storm 1-12 over the Eels. I am going to go Nick Meaney anytime. Broncos, so Storm 13 plus over the Eels is what I don't know if I said that. Nick Meaney anytime. Broncos 1-12 over the Dogs. Reece Walsh anytime. Sharks 1-12 over the Cowboys. I'm going to go Sione Katoa anytime try scorer. Roosters 1-12 over Manly. I'm going to go Teddy to score anytime in that one. Panthers, I still think it'll be a 1-12 game. I don't think it'll be a blowout. So Panthers 1-12, Brian Ta'o anytime. Dolphins 1-12 over the Titans. Hammer anytime. And then Rabbitohs 1-12 over the Raiders. And I'm going to go Alex Johnston. Scored a double last week. I think he gets another try this week. I don't think he'll go double. But they are my tips for round 21, guys. Let me know yours down below in the comments. Thank you all so much for tuning in, my friends. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.